No, no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home. It's been a long night here and a long night there, and these long, long legs are damn near everywhere. Hold up now, you look good, I will not lie. But if you ask where I'm staying tonight, I gotta be like, oh baby, no baby, you got me all wrong, baby. My baby's already got all of my love. So no, no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably.
Hello and welcome to the Fearless Knitter podcast. This is episode 83. Today is September 10th, 2015, and my name is Courtney. You can also find me as Stitches Plays on Ravelry and Instagram. I meant to record yesterday, but I wanted to finish a project, so I was like, just wait till tomorrow. Really, it's more like of what week I'm gonna record. There's really no set date. So let's get started. First, before I forget, I want to talk about what I'm wearing. I'm actually wearing a hand knit. If you know me, I knit a lot, and then I never wear my FOs. I don't know why, but I'm wearing my Westwood blouse by Leah Thibault. I knit this 3 years ago for Camp Loopy, and I used Collage Yarns Riveting Sport in Lava Denim and US 4 3.5mm needles. So it has like a lacy mesh thing going on up here, then it's just stuck in it. And then here, kind of is short, but here it has little I-cord band that you go through and then tie into a bow. Alright, that probably was not very attractive to me. And then I'm wearing two of those. Wearing my Desert Vista Dye Works, who I had the pleasure of meeting Susan in Arizona before. My family lives in Arizona, and I went there just to visit my mom so she could meet Cheyenne. And it happened to be during a yarn show. A yarn store had like an event going on, and Susan happened to be there vending. So that was pretty awesome. But anyways, these are kind of like Halloween colors, but they're not meant to be Halloween. They're, yes, I'm a fan, Phoenix Suns, and they're super sparkly. And I made them ankle. They're my first ankle socks. So, awesome. So that's what I'm wearing. And now my nose is itching. I am sorry. Okay, let's get started. I don't have a lot of my FOs. Well, two. But anyways, I finished one. I don't even think I showed as a whip last time. I don't think I had it as a whip last time. I honestly don't know. But a little bit of backstory. So I work for a family-based company, and the owner's wife, her daughter is my best friend and my supervisor, and she has a little daughter. Well, so my best friend's mom, my boss, the owner's wife, asked me, she found something on Facebook or somewhere. She found these hats. Well, wigs, hats. They're Cabbage Patch Kids inspired hats. She wanted me to make one for my best friend's daughter, her granddaughter, and for my daughter to have matching. Well, I finished my friend's daughter's one. I just have to weave in the ends, which I've been slacking myself. Oh, and I have to get ribbon for the pigtails. Like, they're gonna have some bows there. So that's crocheted. Pretty cute. I put on Cheyenne and it was too big, so hers I think I'm gonna make brown and maybe the size smaller. So ignore this strand. I made that. I have no idea what the yarn was. I bought it at Joann's, so it wasn't anything fancy. I just needed a bright yellow. I don't know. I know it wasn't Lion Brand. I think it was that Debbie Norville from Premier Yarns, but that's all I can tell you. I lost the yarn label. Don't know where that went. But Oh, I'm sorry, I was getting confused why it said Lily on here. So that's a Cabbage Patch Kid inspired hat by Amanda Lilly. I thought it said I made it for Lily. You know how in Ravelry you can put made it for, and I was like, why did I put Lily? That's her last name. And a 5mm hook, which is an H hook. And the size, it's a paid for pattern. It's a $5 pattern, and you can make it baby, toddler, child, teen, adult. So this is the child size. Because toddler it says 10 to 18 months and Cheyenne is 20 months. So I thought, okay, I make the child size. And my friend's daughter is 6 months older than Cheyenne, so this should fit her, but it's too big on Cheyenne, so I'll make the smaller size. And the yarn, it's nicer than, you know, like Red Heart. It's soft. It's not scratchy, but it's nothing fancy either. So I finished that, and as soon as I find bows, that will go to my friend. And then I finished a hat for my friend. I made, this is actually a funny story. So I've wanted to, she showed me a hat that she bought at a craft fair in California, and she really liked that hat. She wanted something similar. It was kind of crazy colors, if I remember. I think it was crochet. She showed it to me a while ago. Well, I was going to surprise her and make her a hat for Christmas, but then I got too excited, and now she has the hat. But, so I bought a yarn that was kind of crazy colors, and I found a pattern that I liked. And I asked her because I didn't want it to, we're best friends, but we haven't been best friends for very long. I think my mentality is you don't need to, it doesn't matter how long you've been friends with somebody to be best friends. It matters how much they're there for you when you need them. We're best friends material, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know her long enough to know what her fashion sense is in wintertime. I don't know what colors she wears for winter attire and what kind of hat she likes, if she likes slouchy, beanie, whatever. So I showed her the pattern, I showed her the yarn. I was like, it was supposed to be a surprise, but here you go. And she liked them. So I started knitting it, and I finished it, and when I put it on Ravelry, I realized I've made the exact same hat before. And her thing is she's very happy that it's a unique hat to her, and now I feel kind of bad because I've made the same. It looks obviously different, and it's still unique in its way, but there's one more person that has that hat, but they don't appreciate it, and I don't think they wear it very often, so it shouldn't be a problem. They don't know each other either. But I kind of felt guilty, and I haven't told her. But so I made another Starving Artist hat, which while I was knitting it, I had no idea I knit this before, which I guess is a good thing. So it's Starving Artist by Laura Linneman, who's Lala. So you can see my TV's reflection. That's my Roku. Laura Linneman, Lala from the Knit Girls. And I made, the yarn is Premier Yarns Deborah Norville Serenity Chunky Prints in Cattails, which I bought at Joann's at the same time I bought this yellow. That's why I think they're the same brand, because I think I grabbed them right next week from each other. Except that this is worsted. I don't know. Okay, so then I finished my Miranda. It still needs the ends woven in and blocked. I haven't even blocked my castle pullover. I woven the ends. I just gotta block it, so. A little bit about it. It's a paid pattern by Jose Paquin. Paquin. It's $5.85. But I think it's very well worth the pattern because it comes in a wide range of sizes and very customizable. It gives you directions to put a hood on. I obviously opted for no hood. For long sleeve or short sleeves, I went for short sleeves. And then a pocket or no pocket. No, I went for the pocket. So I made the size small, 35-inch bust, and then I used Lion Brand Wool Ease Solids in the Heathers. No. What? Lion Brand Wool Ease Solids, Heathers and Twists. in the Gray Heather colorway, also bought at Joann's. And I used a US 6 4.0mm needles for the ribbing, and a 8 5.0mm for the body. And I used a cable needle. You don't need to use a cable needle, but I'm all for cable needles. I love using cable needle, especially the one I use. I use I don't have it here, a Brittany cable needle, and I like it. I know some people, it's a big debate. It's the same with socks, cuff down, toe up, cable needle, no cable needle. I like them. Even if it's only for one stitch, I use them. I use them for any kind of cable. So anyway, it was the first time I made a pocket, and it's lined. That was really fun. Sorry, I'm trying to. But it was fun to make. Like, I've never made. It kind of was like when you join it all together. I was like, ooh, it's like magic. It's like when you turn a heel on a sock. It's like you don't really believe that can like work, and then when you do it, you're like, oh my god, it's happening. I don't know. I love that. I don't know if you remember, I was knitting and I got to like here. I realized I did the cable wrong. I had to rip all the way back to here. But I'm very happy with it. Can't wait to wear it. I'm gonna wear it with long sleeve underneath, same as my castle pullover. But I think I need my cardigan, so I've been thinking about one cardigan a lot, so I think I know what I'm going to be casting on soon. And then I had a little bit of a cast on Idas, but then I finished stuff really quick. Like, I finished a hat in 2 days or 3 days over the long weekend. The Cabbage Patch Kid hat didn't take me long. What took me the longest was the last pigtail, just because that was kind of tedious. And then I finished Miranda. So, casting on more things. I still only have now I have 3 whips instead of 2. But in my monster bag from Bird-Like Bags, which I love, are both my whips. So first I had cast on, what is going on with this ball? Oh god. Sorry, it's kind of falling apart because my daughter got I did not realize that Cheyenne figured out zippers. I didn't know that. And I've never had to hide my zipper bags because my cats didn't even know how to work zippers. So I came over and she was holding the ball of yarn in my knitting going, ah! And I was like, that was in a zippered bag, and she's showing me, I can open that now, mommy. Alright, I cast it on Fractal Danger by Martina Bem. If you know me, you know that I'm a huge fan of Martina Bem patterns. I've knitted like a lot of them. I actually printed the pattern. Let's see if I can find. I don't think I printed one that shows picture yet. What is going on here? Okay. You can't see anything that's going on with this pattern in this picture. So it's like almost like a usual shape, but a little bit different, and it has yarn over, like, you know, like the holes that yarn overs do. So I casted that on out of, and I'm sorry about my yarn label. Cheyenne chewed on it when she opened the bag. Right there. Yarnloft, that's not even, she doesn't die under that name anymore. She's now Yarn Inc. So I have it as Yarnloft still. I won this with an Instagram giveaway, and the colorway is Neapolitan, which when you're about to see the yarn is very fitting. The whole time I knit this, I'm thinking about vanilla chocolate and strawberry ice cream. And it's 75 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon fingering sock yarn, 463 yards. Ice cream! It screams ice cream. And this is how far I've gotten. I had a little bit of pooling going on right there. But I like how it's turning out, and it's a fun pattern to knit. Easy. Like Martina Bem patterns are usually very easily memorizable. So I like knitting on that. And then I cast it on out of my leftover Desert Vista Dye Works. Yes, I'm a fan. Phoenix Suns colorway. I have enough, I think, to make another pair of socks. At least I'm hoping, because that's what I cast on, and I feel like a knitting needle just jumped out of my back. But I cast it on the Rose City rollers that everybody's been knitting. If you're on Instagram, everybody's knitting these. So I have a wee one. I just finished the cuff and started the heel flap. So these are gonna be for my mom. I don't think she watches my podcast. She has too much. She's too busy. Well, my mom is planning a trip here, and it's gonna be around Christmas time. That's gonna be somebody's present. So, ta-da! And I'm knitting them on size US 1 2.25mm needles, and the pattern is a free pattern by Mara Catherine Briner. So that's it for my knitting. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be casting on Hitofute soon out of my yarn. The only yarn purchase I did at Maryland Sheep and Wool this year. The last one that just passed. I bought Miss Babs Kilimanjaro in a teal color. Pretty sure I'm going to be casting that on. I've been thinking about it. That one, or using I think it's the Old Town cardigan. And I bought not the one that just passed, the one before. I bought Blue Moon Fiber Arts Boohoo. That's right. So either one of those two are going to get cast on here soon. And then sewing, I can't show you either one. I made my bestie a infinity cowl. You're going to see what it looks like, because I'm going to make the way you have to buy the yarn, not the yarn, the fabric. You can get 2 out of 2 yards. So I'm making myself a matching one. And I will make that soon. And then I made a pair of pajama pants for Cheyenne, but she's wearing them right now and she's sleeping, so I can't show them to you. That's it for sewing. And then I bought more fabric. I have like a little bit of a fabric stash now, not a whole lot. So I want to do some more sewing. I'm trying to think if I have anything else. Nope. The state fair is coming in 2 weeks. I'm excited for that. But that's all I have. I have nothing else going on. Nothing. Alright, so until I see you guys again in roughly 2 weeks. Bye.
No, no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home.